Hey guys, you gave me so many beautiful comments when I got that nosebleed, broke a blood vessel. Took a while to come back. The thing really knocked the shit out of me a little bit, but I'm coming back. But I want to thank you for your kind words, your patience. I'm starting to do videos again. Next week, I'm working on my podcast, and it'll probably come out a week after that, and we'll get back into the flow of that. And I'm going to pop out with a story about when I was young in the Rampers. You guys know that my friend Joe Vitale was there with us. Jerry Papa was the leader. Jimmy Emma was with us. He was probably one of the most violent of all of the Rampers, extremely violent. I found out years later why he was so well built. He was a steroid freak that we didn't know. Back then, we didn't even know what steroids were. And he took steroids. And he had that road rage from that. And he was a little bit shorter than me, actually. But I mean, twice the size of me. And I was pretty well built back then. And he was extremely violent and tough. There's so many stories with him. I'm trying to think, there was insanity type of things. And this is how crazy he was. I'm going to start off with this. We're standing on the corner, 79th Street and Utrecht Avenue, a bunch of us. And a lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us had guns on us because we had troubles in bars with street guys, wise guys, and we never knew whether there was going to be some sort of retaliation. We were in fights in clubs, so some of us were heavy. And a police car pulls right up to the corner. The driver didn't get out of the car. The other guy didn't get out of the car. He opens the window and he says, "Hey, Jimmy." Jimmy walks away from us up to the car. And he says, "I hear that some of you guys may have guns on you." I said, uh-oh, here we go. They're going to come out. God knows what's going to go on. Jimmy had a leather jacket on him. And he opens up the leather jacket. He has two guns. He goes like this with his hands, like a cowboy movie. And he yells to the cop, "Go for it." The other cop stepped on the gas. He peeled rubber to get the fuck out of there. So we all look at Jimmy. "Jimmy, what the fuck did you just do? There'll be 100 cops here." So we all scatter. We hide the guns. Everybody gets rid of the guns. And we told Jimmy, he saw them, bro. Go out of the neighborhood. Go away. Fuck them. Go away, bro. He won't go away. Sure enough, car after car after car after car. It looked like a movie. All kinds of patrol cars, cops getting out of the cars. They got us against the wall, putting our hands up there, searching us. None of us have guns. The cops are going to take him in. So now we're balking. You don't have a gun, you just search them. The cop says, "Who had a gun?" Jimmy says, "I had a gun." I said, "Look, this guy's fucking nuts." Papa says, "I had a gun." I said, "Fuck it. I had a gun." 10 of us. I had a gun. I had a gun. I had a gun. Oh, you're a fucking joke. You're jokesters now, huh? So that's a little bit where Jimmy put us in all these things. He got into a fucking fight in a pool room. And he grabbed the table from the side and the other side and lifted it. I don't think it fully went off the floor, but that whole side was up off the floor. Maybe the other leg was touching. I don't want to exaggerate, but he flung the whole fucking table at these guys he was arguing with at the other table. Now, those tables are heavy. Just to go show the brutal fucking strength he had. I mean, one night we're in a bar, Little Paulie's. Same place where our crew had a shootout with the Gallows. We were kids. It was a big story. I don't think I ever told the story. Maybe someday I'll tell it. But we're in that same bar. And I hear glasses breaking. I go to look, and the old guys are grabbing Jimmy. And some girl said something to him. He looks like a monkey or some shit. And he's going to hit her. So everybody gets in the middle. We're grabbing him. There's 10, 12 guys grabbing him and pushing him. Come on, Jimmy, it's a girl. Come on, bro. And you could see the crowd. I'm coming there, but I'm not in it yet. And he's pushing the crowd, goes this way a little bit, and then they're pushing him back a little bit. So I'm wiggling in to get one of the guys to hold him down a little, stop him, and tell him to go. Get out of here. When we push him to the left, go to the right and sneak out and get out of here. I think he would have heard it. We all thought that's why we were doing this. But Jimmy was a fucking beast. And Papa was the boss. And I think I told part of the story, but I'm going to say this part again anyway. I was home. We were constantly in trouble with street guys and everything. I guess they had enough of us. And that night, they came by 79th Street, Newtrick Avenue, Freitags, where we used to hang out. They blacked out the street lights on the side block. Jimmy and Papa came out. They were walking around the corner. A massive hit team were closing in on them. Jimmy took off and started to run. He didn't have a gun. There's no parking signs at night, pitch black. He didn't even see it. He ran right into the thing. Steel sign, and bounced off of it, fell on the floor. By the time his head hit the floor, he already got shot a couple of times in the head, the face, and he was gone. Some guy passed, opened the window and yelled to Papa as he was running to jump into the window. And Papa did. They chased that car, they shot that car up. Neither Papa or the driver got hit. He wasn't one of the rampers, he was a neighborhood guy. He knew us. He just did that. And he actually saved Papa's life. So we went to Jimmy's wake and we all took an oath to get even. We were going to start killing mafia guys. The way they slaughtered him, this is how we felt. We were going to retaliate. We all got pulled in. And Jerry Papa signed a paper. I did this video saying this stuff. To be put in a protective program. All of the rampers voted him off as being the boss. They didn't want him as the boss anymore. The same night they did that, they made me the boss. I didn't even want it. But that was their vote. I'm not going to go into every detail of that. I mean, there is a video I made about this, so I don't want to stay on this particular story. So that's the story of Jimmy Emma. One of the toughest guys I ever met in my life. He was brutally strong, and he was brutal. If you lost a fight with him, I don't know anybody who won a fight with him, but if you lost, he would hurt you. He wasn't happy with just winning a fight. He wanted to hurt you physically. I've seen him grab a guy's arm and just, after he beat the guy half to death, just took his arm and snapped it and broke it in half. I said, my God, he's fucking wild. But he was one of us. That wasn't our problem. That was the other gangs. That was their fucking problem. And there was a lot of tough guys with the Rampers. So I wanted to tell you that. And I'm working on stories. If you like this Jimmy Emmett story, and there's not that many more stories because he was killed at a young age. So, adios, you motherfuckers.